Living Digital. I'm Chad Werner. Today I'd like to give you a tour of Mobicip Parental Control and Internet Filtering software. So I'm logged into the parental portal, into the web portal, and I'm looking at the family tab here, and I have one fictional child set up with an age and some configuration, which I've gone through already. So we'll walk through that. Now, one thing you can do here is block screen time, and that blocks screen time for this one child. There's also an option to block all screens for the family. And so when you do that, you can choose 30 minutes, an hour until the end of the day, or a custom amount. And there's quite a few options here. If you click Configure, then here's where you can set the child's name, age. You can upload an image if you want. And then based on the age that you enter, Mobicip will pre-configure all of these settings that we're seeing here. So when I first set this up as age 8, it set it to strict, but you can customize this. Any changes that you make will automatically switch it over to custom. So let's walk through these various settings. So we start with screen time, and here you can, green indicates time that is allowed. So you can click an entire day to disallow that day. You can click a time to disallow that time on every day. You can also click and drag to do multiple times. All right, and when you're finished, you can go to the next, which is social apps. So these are social networking apps, and you just toggle these on and off. So you just click to turn these on or off. Next, you can block certain video apps and sites. So it'll be the sites that go along with these apps, and you can toggle these on and off the same way. Next are other apps, and so there's a big list that starts here, and same idea, you can just toggle these on and off. And then you can also search for apps. So if there's something that's not in the list here, you're looking for settings or the Play Store, you're looking for whatever setting or app you're looking for, you can just start typing it here and find it there. You can also jump out to the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and search there. There's also an option for advanced settings, and that allows you to, if you want, allow only approved apps. And what that does is block any app other than the ones that you have specifically allowed. So that could be useful for small children who just really have a small handful of apps that you want them to be able to use, and you want to block everything else. So that is an option. Then you can scroll down, and next there's web filtering. So there are 29 categories plus uncategorized for everything else. And you can toggle these on and off based on what you want your child to be able to visit. And you can customize this, of course, at any point in the future. Then you can go to individual websites. So you can specifically block or allow websites, and this will apply regardless of the categories that you've done on the previous screen. So here you can go in and enter specific websites to block or allow, and then that will apply. So another option here is phrases and keywords. So you can type in particular words or phrases that you want to watch for. I was just testing the word Amazon, and you can then have that content to be blocked as well. All right, and then if your child has a protected network at school, which already has some kind of filtering on it, and you don't want Mobicip on the child's device to interfere while the child has the device at school, then you can enter the IP address or IP address range to prevent that conflict or that double filtering. All right, those are all of the settings. So then we can go over to activity and just kind of get an idea for what it looks like. So you're on the dashboard, you can look at today, this week, or custom. You can see some recent searches, most visited websites, most used social apps, recently watched videos, and recently installed apps. And then these have links over to view more. So I can go look at more searches. You can do some filtering and sorting. You can view these in a couple of different ways. You can also go back, browsing history, so you can click that. And each of these you can see the website, the address, who visited it, on what device, what category it's from. And then you can also change filtering. So if you see something was blocked and you want to allow that web page or everything from that domain, you can do that. And vice versa, if something was allowed and you want to block it in the future, you can change that here. And then you can also switch this over if you want to kind of a list view rather than the card view. And so those are some ways that you can set that up. You can control devices. So here you can see the devices that your children are using, and then messages. This is for if the child that tries to open a site or app that they are not allowed to, and then they request access, then you will see their request here, and you can choose to accept or deny it from that point. All right, to learn more about Mobicip as well as other parental control and internet filtering software, please visit defendingdigital.com.